Hello and welcome to Magical Maidens Jewelry Tutorials. Today I have a tutorial for you using the cabochon, using the pendant trays that I showed you in my last video. So I will have the links below for all the products that I'm showing you in here. So when you're done watching this video, if you're interested, be sure to look below this video in the description box for any of the links you're interested in. Okay, so first we have these pendant trays, and the ones I like the best are these. So they have kind of like a crescent moon, but it goes like this instead of on the side. Now you could actually do it on the side, but you'd have to cut off this, which wouldn't be hard. You just have to get some cutters and really ply it, work it, because it's stronger. But I like it this way. So we're going to do a few things. Now I just happen to have some glass cabochons that actually fit. So it's 25 millimeters, okay? And you want to make sure that the glass cabochons are clean. So you take like a Q-tip with a little rubbing alcohol and just make sure your fingerprints are off of there. I always keep it handy so that I can just go like that. And then give it a second to dry. It dries pretty fast. And don't put a lot of rubbing alcohol on there, okay? And then you could take the other side and just give it a little dry. So, all right. And I'm going to put this over here. Get it out of the way. So that's what you want to do now. You can do the other side after. All right, so I'm going to do a few things. Now you can paint things with nail polish, and this is my favorite. But you can't really find it in stores, so you have to order it on Amazon. It's a triple shine from Sally Hansen, Wavy Blue 380. And that gives you a nice sky color without having to add glitter as well, because it has shimmer. And then I usually use a clear nail polish. This one, again, from Wet n Wild. It's an old one. You can only get it from Amazon. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I printed out this man in the moon face. Now, have you ever seen Kirk's Folly Jewelry? They have it on QVC. They have their own YouTube. Now, I printed out this man in the moon face, okay, on glossy printing paper. And you are going to need some. So this is the kind I get. You could tell I used it quite a bit in crafts. And it's gloss luster. So you probably need that as well for that option. There's a few different things you can do with these glass cabochons. With these pendant trays. This is some glitter cardstock. It's purple. You can get this at Hobby Lobby. That's where I purchased all my glitter cardstock, and it's like $1.99 from Paper Studio. And they also have glitter vinyl and different things. Okay, but you don't want the glitter vinyl for this, because you could just put that in the tray. So today I decided, instead of painting it and making it the sky and all that, because you could also get these stickers. I got these at Hobby Lobby. There are a few of these. I used to have more, or these slightly raised stickers. They used to have little tiny purple ones, but I used them. Okay. Now, another thing you can use to make things is all these little charms. They have star charms, man in the moon charms, pentacles, see the man in the moon, and then they also have other ones with just the moon face. And I'm going to hunt for that one so you can see. And they have suns. They just have a whole bunch of different ones, okay? You could do, and I have some I used the last time. If you wanted to get fancy, and they come with gold tone and silver. I only have a few left. They come single, and then 2, and then 3, and you just hang things. So I used most of my silver, but I have some attached somewhere else. I used that in my, not my last tutorial. My last tutorial was showing you these, but another one. Okay, so let's get started with the crafts. So I'm going to cut out this moon face. Now, because this is Kirk's Folly and it's their brand, you can't make this to sell. But you know, I love Kirk's Folly and I can't always afford that, of course. So if you can't afford it, but you want something similar, now this in no way is as good as Kirk's Folly. Trust me, because it's a three-dimensional moon face and it's so iridescent and they're very pretty. I hope to one day obtain one or a couple of those pieces. But they sell like magical jewelry, they have clothing, they have everything, and they're a lot of fun. So check out Kirk's Folly on YouTube. You can tell a magical maiden sent you. And you might have seen them. So you can't really sell these because I'm pretty sure these would be copyrighted. So if you know, if you're just making them for yourself, that's one thing. But if you're going to try to sell them, you can't. You'd have to get different moon faces. And you can get the moon faces off of digital, you know, anywhere. Really go to Pinterest, find moon face, digital templates, and things like that, okay? So the idea here is to put this glass cabochon on top of the moon face and then put it in here. So what we have to do, and I'm going to move this out of the way. So here it is, my Mod Podge. I'm going to open this. Make sure you have a paper towel nearby or a rag or something, but I just grab a paper towel. Okay, so you're just going to use very little because this probably will take a 24-hour to actually dry. And then try not to get too many brush strokes all over it because you don't want it to dry that way with brush strokes everywhere. Alright, and you don't want to go too crazy, so let's wipe off some of this. Okay, now I'm going to move it out of there because I don't want that stuck there, okay? And again, I'm going to wipe off the excess Mod Podge, just so. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my cleaned glass cabochon and I'm going to put it down on the moon face. Okay, so now we're going to go, so this one is going to be put aside because we're going to use this with the glass cabochon. Now this one, I want to use no cabochon, but I want this. This, and you're going to go on the corner because you don't want to use up yours, and press. Give it a good press. That wasn't good enough, so I'm just gonna go over here now. I'm gonna press it and then I'm gonna lift it. Now you can cut a little piece off before you do that, or you could do it like I'm doing it. Now can you see there's a line? Okay, so I'm going to cut the little square out. You can retrace it. Now I'm going to have to cut it, okay? So follow the line. You go to the back, obviously, and follow. Now, sometimes I mess up when I'm cutting it. But fit it in there and see what you did wrong. See? And so I went like that, and now I know. And now I follow the line again. And I take my dime. And I cut that out of the way. Okay, so let me get all this stuff out of here. We're going to see if this actually will fit in here. So it will. Okay. So now what you're going to need is either a stir stick or a toothpick, of course a paper towel, E6000 jewelry glue. You're going to put just a little bit of this on, not too much, okay? Okay, now take your stir stick and move it around, but take the excess and wipe it off. And don't be afraid if you get some of the glue on your pendant, because it comes off pretty easy. And then you could always get the Q-tip with some rubbing alcohol, and that helps you get any remaining. But so you don't need too much. If you feel like you have excess, wipe it off. Make sure it's all around the edge. And again, since you don't want that to be lumpy, go ahead and wipe the excess off, okay? And you could reuse those stir sticks if you wipe them. I do it all the time. I've been using the same one for ages. Okay, so now we're going to put it here. And what I like about E6000 jewelry glue, it gives you about 20 to 30 minutes to play with it, and it takes 24 hours to cure. And I tell you this on every video that I use E6000 jewelry glue. So now we're going to make sure that it's in, including on the sides, like the exact purple on with the lighting. Maybe if I turn the lighting off, you can see the exact purple. Maybe not. Okay, so it's a lighter purple. Did you see that as the light was coming on? Okay, it's a lighter purple. It's not an indigo purple. And you can use any color you want. You could use black. Okay, so you want to be careful. You want to make sure that that's glued. And you want to let it dry before you mess with it. But because I'm doing a video, so for video's sake time, I don't want it on my paper. So now I'm going to see any charms that I want to use. So I got my cutters, my jewelry cutters, and we're going to go to the very edge. Ooh, there it goes. Now, you might get a little piece sticking up. What you do is we take a nail file. Now, it could be a cardboard one or it could be a metal one, and just on the top, you're going to smooth it out. You want it nice and clean. And now we're going to try to add glue to the back of it, okay? So you got to find it. Do you want it facing this way, this way? Obviously, I want it this way, so I'm going to turn it this way to get some glue. Make sure you have a paper towel nearby. Now, you don't need a lot. So, be gentle with it. And then just put your glue and move it around with your toothpick. Now, very gently, we're going to get everything out of the way here. Okay. We're going to flip it over. And we're going to put it on our paper, our cardstock, okay? So now that you have it, you can use tweezers if you want. I'm going to position it just so, and then press, and go with your, and I think that's quite enough. You know, I don't have to bombard it with little stars. There. Or do you want to hang a combination? For instance, no, I don't want to use the gold. Now, I do have more silver. I'll just unattach it to something else I have. So, like I said, you could add something like that and have some shiny ones hanging in between. Have glimmery things and just two little charms. So think about what you want before you rush in and attach things and do it. I took a 6mm jump ring and I attached the star. And you want to make sure it's where you want, okay? So now I'm going to take the two stars with the two 6mm jump rings and I'm going to attach them here. Now you could probably get 4mm jump rings, but I wanted a little larger, so between 4 and 6 millimeters. You don't want them too big because then all you're going to see and notice are the jump rings. Okay, so here we go. Here it is. I'm going to show it to you with the paper. And there it is. Little rubbing alcohol again. And a Q-tip. What are you doing? Okay. And I'm going to just clean my fingerprints off. The little stars and any glue that I might have gotten on the pendant. And then I can turn it around and get any fingerprints off the charm. So with the way it looks, and I'm going to give you a better look. But I'm going to put this aside right now because now we have this other one that we have. And you don't have to put them all on the moon and stars ones. So this is the one I worked on yesterday. And you saw that, and it looks really, it came out really good. You saw that, it came out really good, and I love it. Now, I'm going to get this aside because the other one we worked on the last times were these moon and stars. So all I have to do is get a toothpick and some E6000 glue and then glue this, and I have a pendant like this. And of course, I can hang charms just like I did with the other necklace. So I want to show you another option before I glue the moon face. Now I'm going to get another glass cabochon. Some rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip, and I'm going to clean the back of the glass cabochon. It's 25 millimeter because that's what it is over here. And cello glitter and just so many things with glass cabochons and pendants. So again, these pendants do not come with glass cabochons. I just happen to have the right ones from other projects. So if you need to buy 25 millimeter cabochons, go right ahead. You can go on Amazon, wherever. Okay, so I put some clear nail polish. Now I'm going to get some of these stars. We're going to put the sticky side on here and put the right side up and just put them down and make sure that they are down, and then just repeat that process over and over. It's best if you have two toothpicks, one to put it down and the other one to make sure that it's down, and then go over it and make sure it's placed and flattened. Okay, just wanted to let you know that. So once you got the stars there, you're going to go over it with your clear nail polish just to put another coat so that that doesn't bleed through. Okay. Now you could put some glitter nail polish if you'd like, or add glitter, but I'm just going to do this. I don't want it too much because the nail polish I'm going to add has some shimmer to it, but it's up to you. Stars, you see? And I'm sorry about the glare, but that always happens when you have a ring light. See the ring? And it's going to look really nice once I add this. Okay, so it's pretty much dry, but you really want to make sure that it's very dry. And now I'm going to shake up my nail polish. And I'm just going to put a nice coat. You might have to put 2 to 3 coats on. So while that's drying, I decided that instead of putting it in the other pendant, I'm going to put the moon face, man in the moon guy, in this one. Now he looks really good in anything, but like I said, you can get any man in the moon template. So you don't, if you're looking to sell, I wouldn't copy the Kirk's Folly one because that's trademarked. If you're just making it for yourself, that's one thing. Okay, make sure it's not crooked. Okay, so you want to make sure that this is really dry. See, this is a little tacky, and I'm going to give it a shot anyway, but I want you, when you're doing it, please, just for the sake of that, to really make sure that it isn't tacky, that it's completely dry, Me, I could always fix this issue. Fingerprints off of there. And any glue you might have gotten on the edges, if you did. So blot that a little, and then go ahead and clean your fingerprints off. So here they are, some ideas that you can do. We have that one and all of them. So that's what it looks like. The man in the moon face is in this pendant. I was going to put it in this pendant, but like I said, I could always change things up. So here it is, a few ideas. These two were from an older jewelry tutorial I did before I did this. So here it is in regular daylight. I'm going to take you so you could see the purple. You see that color? And it's a nice color. You can find all of the cardstock, the glitter cardstock, regular, flat, if you didn't want glitter. But I mean, who doesn't want glitter? So go ahead and make yourself some nice moon and star pendants, and all the links will be below so that you can click the links, check it out, and get yourself some of the items and make your own. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like this video, comment, and share it with anyone that you think that might like this. Subscribe, please do that now. Click the notification bell so you're notified when I upload my newest content. And I want to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and go ahead and get crafting. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my videos.